Hey guys, welcome to the Field of 68 YouTube channel. If you like what you see here, hit that subscribe button and you'll get more college basketball content just like this.
But no, I got the boot.
What's it like for you here coming back? I mean, last year was kind of one of those things that obviously Dan, I'm not sure he ever thought he'd get to that point where he'd win a national title.
You never do.
And now you're back. Like, what's changed about him from last year to this year, if anything?
I think that it's like a huge weight was lifted off, and like he doesn't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. But then I thought that, but then that's not the case either. And I said to him, it felt maybe this year he was enjoying basketball a little bit more. And I said to him, when are we going to truly enjoy it? When is this going to be so fun that we're And he said never. So he said it's never going to be fun.
The quote of the year still. The quote you always give me was, when we lose, he's miserable. When we win, he's miserable. I'll never forget that quote.
No,
right?
When we win, that high doesn't last long. When we lose, it lasts until we get the win. But that win is it's very short, because then he's always thinking about the next game.
Andrea, I'm not going to ask you about washing his underwear because I feel like we've kind of beaten that one to death. But the last time that you were on the Field of 68 this year, we talked about Dan's weirdo room. How was he able to function without the weirdo room and that you guys have in his house?
That weirdo room, and I actually put that together last year, so that has also helped us get where we are. It's a weirdo room, and I am going to, which I should have done it before here. I should film it.
We need it. Yeah, we need to see it.
When you walk in, you think it might be a priest's room because there's all holy stuff and crosses and a lot of Jesus. Then you go in a little bit more, and there's tigers, and there's a nature scene on the wall, and then there's superheroes Marvel everywhere. Marvel, yeah, and candles and salt lamps. It's actually it's a Zen place, and he goes down there a lot. He fixes himself down there.
How close were you to booking your own travel, saying I'll see you Saturday when all the mechanical stuff happened, just to get away from that? Because I know he had to be upset. Obviously, we know that, but how close were you saying, you know what? I'll see you Saturday in Phoenix. I'll just book my own travel.
Do you know I didn't even think about it?
Really?
You're saying it, and I'm I could have done that.
you just tune him out when he gets in that space.
I'm just yay, we're going to Phoenix. I was just so excited.
Considering
about
the weather, I could imagine.
But they kept tricking us though, because if we would have left at 11:30, we were on the plane at 11:30. That would have been fine. But we were still on the plane at 1:30 in the morning, just sitting in those seats. And we still had 5 hours to go. What are we doing? That was the part that, and they were all, they were getting a little annoyed.
Still crazy.
You guys have been married how long now?
27 years.
Do you think he would know that? If I asked him that,
Oh yeah,
he'll
no,
know
he's
that?
Very into it.
He'll
Yeah.
no doubt,
Yes,
he'll know
no
that.
doubt, yeah.
All right, give me the greatest gift, the greatest present that your husband has ever given you. Whether it could be birthday, anniversary, whatever it is, give me the greatest thing that Dan Hurley has ever given you as a gift.
Sure. Disclaimer, I tell him what I want and he orders it.
So he can't mess it up.
And when he does, I get annoyed because it's not ever what I want. You want the worst?
Go ahead. Yeah,
Let's
give me
get
the
the
worst.
worst, then.
Absolutely, I want the worst.
The worst is I got, for Mother's Day one year, I got a $50 gift card to the Dollar Tree.
Wow.
And wait, but it is kind of sweet. Why? It's because I was a second grade CCD teacher, and I was always in there, putting together stuff for the class, and he thought, that would be
help.
so thoughtful.
Right.
And I was like, okay.
When was that? Was that a recent
Oh
one?
God, that was
probably last year.
Second grade. So that was a long time ago.
How's the journey been for the kids?
My kids?
I mean, yes,
Or-
for doing this process. I mean, it's we talk about you, we talk about Danny so much. How has this success affected the kids, good or bad?
Well, my oldest son is he's a political guy. He's not into. I mean, he's so into sports, so into what we do. But he lives in Jersey, and you know he does his thing down there. And he's very smart as far as like, and he's got that political brain. So he talks to you like he's always right, and you're so like when he calls, he'll be like, "Did you know?" And I'm like, the way he talks to us is like.
Like you're the kids?
Like, exactly.
Yeah.
But he's just, it's nice to see that. You don't know how your kids, as a coach's family, you never know how your kids are going to grow up. I mean, it's a crapshoot. Your husband's never around. You're doing the best you can. You're trying to be their friend because you're trying to make up for so much. It's not a normal life. And everybody just thinks it's so amazing because they, you know, financially and, you know, this big public life, it's tough. I mean, these kids have it tough. And he went through a lot. So it's nice to see him.
The end of it.
Yeah. And him like he's being enjoying happy. It now. Yeah. And my Andrew's just living his best life, you know, like he couldn't have had a better run.
Right, that's right.
So
for them to share it together has to be the coolest thing ever.
Coolest thing.
Right?
Love it.
Other than the fact that he waits too long to put him in the game. And those blowouts.
Yeah, does he know?
He's been in every game.
Does he know 41-0 when Andrew plays?
I know.
Is that right? 41-0?
41-0 when Andrew plays.
Yeah.
How come he's not starting him?
No. They did discuss that, I think, senior day. And Andrew's like, no. I think Danny has said before, the crowd, like the students, the fans, they love Andrew.
They love him.
And he's just a funny kid. And he's like, if you start and then things start going bad, you're gonna have, you know, your senior years, and let's just hopefully we can, you know, send you in at the end. So, which is what he did.
What's it been like to watch the perception of your husband change like it has from a year ago? Right, like now he's on this pedestal. We did something the other day where we did Mount Rushmore.
Yeah. The
top 4 current coaches in the game, and we had 4 of us, and all 4 of us had Dan on there. We're like 2 years ago.
No,
right. I mean, 2 years ago, you know what it was.
You said it. Last January, he was worried about getting fired.
Oh, yeah.
You guys were worried about that. And now look at where you are now.
If I had $1 for every time he said the word fired through our life, forget, I'd have more money than I have now. I'll tell you that. He is brutal. He's brutal. And he would say, you know, like everything that he did, he was just so afraid to. It's a failure thing. Like you're afraid to fail. You're in a public eye. Social media sucks. It's like you could ignore it all you want. When you know that people are disappointed in you and not just like your work, it's like so many people letting people down. That is tough. So for him to do what he did, it kind of lifts it up. He just, you know.
Is it cool though to see like, you know, he walks around now and everybody wants a piece of him now.
It's like, it's so weird, you know, it's like, it's just so heartwarming. It's like, you're so proud. It's like, all I keep thinking is proud. I'm proud of this. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of this team. It's like, and not only because they're
good kids.
Let me tell you something. Like, you don't do what you do and have a screwed up team. Like, our kids are so, like, tight. And not only that, we have fans, like, our fans are so behind them. I will tell you, that parade last year, I will never forget for the rest of my life. The fans that came out for those kids, you know you have fans, but that literally you saw visually what supports you, and you're like, wow. And there's other fans. You want me to get into that or no?
You don't want to do it. We don't want to get you in too much trouble. No, we're not going to do that.
All right.
We're not going to do it.
Should we give the people what they want?
No.
Should we give the people what they want?
You got some orange?
What?
Orange. You don't remember our conversation?
No. What's that mean?
All right. Anyway.
No, but I'm just saying, when you have fans that are a distraction, and those kids know it, and they get robbed of people who really support them. So, you know, we our fans, I mean, I don't know what they do outside of that, but we have such good people that really support, like genuinely support our kids. So it helps a lot, you know?
What's been the
best month of the year is here, which is why you need to know that we are partnered with BetMGM. We'll be using BetMGM lines for making all of our picks and predictions, and we'll have special offers for the listeners and the viewers of the Field of 68. If you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, you can use bonus code FIELD and you will get up to a $1,500 first bet offer on your first wager with BetMGM. Here's the best part. All you need to do is deposit and bet $10 of your hard-earned money to get it. This is what you have to do to make it work. Download the BetMGM app and sign up using that bonus code FIELD. Deposit at least $10 and place your first wager on any game. You'll get up to $1,500 in bonus bets if your bet loses. Just make sure you use that bonus code FIELD when you sign up. Most importantly, we have some fun stuff coming up for the rest of the NCAA tournament. Bet insurance tokens, college hoops odds boost, and the thing that I love the most, a nice little parlay boost, as well as a ridiculous array of prop bets for anything that you could possibly imagine betting on. From odds on getting to the Final Four to national championship futures, I'm calling it right now. BetMGM is the king of the prop bet. So go download the BetMGM app. Use that code FIELD and sign up today. And while I've got you, a quick request. The best way to support the Field of 68 content you get for free is to engage with us. Rate and review the pod in any podcast app. Like and share the YouTube videos that you enjoy. Tell your friends about us. It all helps in a world where the algorithm is king. And now, back to the show.